What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Snake Pit. This is episode 75. I did this one with Dionicio. He's been on the podcast before, but way back, probably a year ago, and that's when I did one with Kalico. So if you remember him or if you know him, then that's where he's from. He's from Kalico. He's a drummer. He's a cool guy. We had a really good conversation, and we just talked about whatever kind of came through, man. And it was a fun podcast. I just want to say I'm still trying to get this shit together. I'm trying to figure things out. These next few podcasts are going to be a little bit different here and there. I'm trying to figure out 3 cameras. Actually, I have 4 cameras now. I'm trying to figure out producer. Well, Juan's little brother has been producing because me and Dio talked about it. But I ended up having Juan's little brother do these next few podcasts. He's not on this one. It's just me and him. But bear with me. Conversation's great. The production side, still going. We're still working on it. But I hope you guys enjoyed, man. This was a really good one. We'll see y'all next time. And thank you for listening. Oh, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Write a review on the podcast app. Check the fucking website out. Subscribe to the Patreon, all that. And check out Kalico, man. They're on Spotify, I believe. I'm sorry for the noise. If you can hear that, family's loud. But yeah, check out Kalico on Spotify, man. They're a really cool band. And I'm kind of glad now. I know these guys. I like them. And it's cool to be their friend. So yeah, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Kind of an old guy.
Same age. Well, I'm about to be 24. Well, welcome back to the Snake Pit. We're just going to keep this one rolling. I don't know what episode this is. I don't know. When is this going to come out? But we're here. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
You want to introduce yourself to the Snake Pit out there?
All right, my name's Dionicio Lujan. I'm 23 years old. I'm in a band named Kalico. I've been in the band for almost a year.
We did Kalico way back.
Yeah. So amongst some of the first few podcasts.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. So go give it a listen. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. We're still in the band. We just had a show actually Halloween on 31st. Thanks to Two Docs, super cool guys there. We got the links. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I was there for a little bit. It was pretty cool. I'm glad y'all got back together. Mm-hmm. So what is the status of y'all's?
So what's going on is back in August of 2020, so we can give people an idea of what time period this is. Mm-hmm. Joseph, Marissa, and David were all gonna go move to Portland, and I was supposed to follow, but I've been jobless. I still am jobless, by the way. It's been about 5 months.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
yeah, we will. And they were all moving to Portland. I'm supposed to follow with them, but I was like, I can't just go move someplace that I've never been without any cash. I can sell stuff to get enough cash to sustain myself for maybe a month, but that's not worth it because what happens if I don't get a job within that amount of time?
Yeah, it's really hard times to fucking move. Right
Yeah. Same with that. And this was during the hardcore Black Lives Matters protest in Portland and all that stuff. I forgot about that. Yeah. And so August came and Joseph and Marissa left and David I stayed. It was pretty sad actually. I'm not gonna lie. We were all kind of crying like a bunch of babies. But after a week or so, kind of being by myself, I realized how much I actually hung out with those people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So after that, I think about 2 months later, David came back and he's like, "Hey man, Portland's nice, but you want to move back up there with me?" So he was visiting during that time.
Okay.
To check it out and see how it is. And he was like, let's try to see if we could do it in March. And he's like, "Can you do it in March?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll see." And I was like, I need to get a job first. And he's like, yeah, don't worry about it. He's like, just, try to get a job as fast as you can because, the more money you save, the easier it is going to be whenever you move up there type situation. That's with anything.
Definitely.
And so now we're here today. What is it?
November
7th. Yeah. And still jobless.
David's here.
Yeah, David is here. He's got a job he's doing better than what I got. But yeah, Joe. so speaking back on Joe coming back down here after moving, I knew that people wanted to have a Kalico show in Lubbock again. And we also wanted to play as well. And like it's not just because people wanted to see Kalico, but it's also people want to go out and do stuff.
Yeah, we want to see live music.
Yeah. And like everybody's just been locked up in their houses, and coronavirus is crazy. It's crazy shit. But like, it's the mindset of like humans like, I'm tired of being in this one spot. I want to go somewhere. And that's what I was pretty much telling Joe. I was like, yo, I'm going to do my best to like get this show going. And what's it called? Two Docs had like Doctoberfest, like maybe like 2 weeks before October 31st. And we went there, and I was like kind of talking to one of the guys that works there. And I was like, yeah, we need a show. We're looking for a venue. Me and David are looking for a venue. And then this guy named Taylor Swift who works there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I remember Doctoberfest.
Yeah, you were there. You were there.
Okay, I remember. That was actually pretty cool. And so Taylor, I know him. Yeah. He helped you.
Yeah, he's a super cool guy, man.
I love him.
And he helped us out actually. And was it like once I got the idea of the show, I was like, okay, Joe, like we got the green light. It's cool. And then while Joe was on the road here, Lubbock had a bar shut down.
Yeah,
on Monday. It was the Monday. It was like the last week. Yeah, the last week of October, and I couldn't even sleep. Like I stay up late because I haven't got a job, right? So it's like 6:00 in the morning, and I'm reading the news on my phone before I go to sleep, and then I read like it says Lubbock shuts down all bars. I was like, oh shit! I was like, Joe's like 15 hours out from Lubbock. I was like, this is not good. So then like I had no sleep that night. Around about like 10 or 12 the next day, I like texted Joe. I was like, hey, do you have Taylor's number so I can call him? He was like, why do you need it? I was like, just give it to me. Anyways, I call him up and I'm all like, bro, I couldn't sleep last night. And he's like, don't worry, we're not considered a bar. I was like, oh my God, thank God. I was like, you don't understand how like I'm so relieved now.
I'll say this, man. I didn't want to go to a house party or any like a bar or like because like the thing about Two Dogs is it's outside.
Yeah.
There's really no inside. I guess there wasn't any inside. So I was like, that was my plan to do Halloween was Two Dogs and y'all and all that and all. I heard their news too. I was like, fuck, I wonder if they're still gonna go on.
Yeah. So
I didn't even think about like all that.
That was kind of like so like what your thought process is was kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, if we're going to do a house show, it's going to have to be like small and just like close friends or people that we really know, compared to like an outside venue to where we could play outside and just have people there and invite as many people as we want. And I think that's really like where we got lucky in that part was just like getting that outside gig. It's pretty cool.
Is there any like difference when you play? Because that place is like, it's elevated.
Oh, okay. Like sound wise?
No, just how you feel. I guess sound, just how you play or how you feel. Is there any difference between being level with the people?
All right. So I guess one of the first things is the difference between a house show and playing in public is you're getting paid to play for people versus charging people to come watch you. And when you charge people to come watch you at a house, it's a different like vibe.
You kind of be a little bit more loose, huh?
Yeah. You can, and you got your friends there. You're more comfortable because you're used to where you're at or you've been there before, compared to like a actual live show at Two Docs. We've played there once, but it's more of like a public situation. There's a bunch of people out in the crowd that doesn't even know who we are. Or, they're like, in their 40s or 50s and they're just kind of there to get a beer or two. Yeah. And they don't know, like, who's this band playing.
Yeah, because even with the bar status, if they had the bar status, I still don't see them as a normal bar because they don't serve.
Yeah.
Serve,
so
like weird beers.
Me and my friends were like, I guess they're considered a brewery.
Yeah, it's a brewery. That's what it is.
That's what makes them like different. And then also them like saying like, well, it's outside. Like we give the beer, but they have to have it outside.
Yeah, it's like legitimate. Like once you go in to order a beer, there's those big ass things to brew beer. I don't know what those are called. A still, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's. I mean, they're not really a normal bar, so the crowd's really not the same as you would expect.
That's true. I have a bunch of friends that go there, which is like, they're like the normal crowd that I know that goes there. But like when I go there on any other time, you see like a bunch of like older people. No offense to them. Like, it's cool that they like to have like local brewed beer and stuff. But like compared to like a bar, like, it's more geared towards like younger people versus like a brewery is more like fancier.
Yeah.
Like a date spot,
They got the Buddy Hoppy, I think that's what it's called. That's a good beer.
I personally like the Chilton.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say this about their beer. I'll tell you about my night. Their beers are strong. Mm-hmm. They're 7, 8, 9% beers. And I drank them like I was drinking a Bud Light. And man. I was already drinking the day earlier before. So I was fucked up. And me and my friend Juan and my friend Jen went to go smoke in their car. And mind you, I don't smoke weed at all. Like, this is...
Oh, so you got crossed.
I'm a rookie. And I smoked. And I'm sitting in this car like, there's no way I can continue my night. No.
Damn.
I was fucked up, man. I was there for maybe 30 minutes. At the most, I was like, man, I gotta go home, man.
Let me tell you about my night. Okay. So mine's almost kind of like that, but we're going to go back to the 30th. So my friend Martin, shout out to Martin, bro, homeboy.
If you listen, thank you.
Yes, sir. He invited us to one of his Halloween parties, and we're like, okay, bet. I was like, I know I'm going to go because, me and him are pretty tight. So I got to show up. And I was like asking Joe and David, I was like, hey, we're going to go to this party with Martin. It's a costume party. Like, he really wants us to go. So we all showed up there, and I get fucked up like hella bad. Because, like, I had these, like, Jack Daniels mixed drinks.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, I like them a lot. I drank, like, 5.5.
Like the bottle ones?
Yeah. I drank 5.5 of those. And then one IPA, like one Stone IPA. And then I had, like a styrofoam cup full of mixed drink with like that much vodka and like the rest was Sprite. But I did that twice, like with the mixed drink, and legit went home that night. And I'm not gonna lie, like I threw up until 11 the next day, and I was so fucked up.
That was the day you had to perform?
Yeah, the 31st. I woke up with a super hangover, right? So lo and behold, you're all like, when you play at Two Docs, they kind of give you a tab that you can get some beers, right?
Oh, nice.
And like I was all like, man, I'm just gonna drink some water. Like I don't want to drink anything. And then after that, we had like a little after party, and like I was digging my hand in the candy bowl. I ain't gonna lie, like I would rather eat the candy bowl than have me a beer because like I was still slightly hungover from the night before. So.
Oh my god!
It was a crazy 2 days, like, and like we flipped it too. Like it was me and Joe that got drunk on the 30th, and then David was sober on the 30th. And the 31st, me and Joe stayed sober, and David got super hammered, bro. Like it was crazy. But that's that for I guess last month.
I was wondering what that. See, this is also part. Sorry about that.
Commercial break.
Well, I guess you can still hear the shit, but whatever. Fuck it. Well, I don't want to be.
Y'all don't hear anything.
Yeah, we can. Let me give a shout out to Baby Yoda right here, the child. If you're watching it, he's our special guest for the night.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I'm in a pickle right now. Well, no, actually I'm not anymore. I was with as you can see, I don't know what camera to look at. There is nobody to my left, so I'm manning the fucking station today. But hopefully we can arrange something where you're manning the station now.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
So there you go. Well, problem solved. So, Jerem, if you're listening, what the fuck, man? Yeah, failed me. And T. Kelly, if you're listening, what the fuck, man?
There's only one reason that you shouldn't be here, bro. And if that girl that you've been talking to for months finally hit you up...
Nah, fuck that. Unless somebody died, you shouldn't be here. Whatever. No, I don't. I get it. You got things like I can't. If I'm not paying you, I can't hold you alive. You know what I'm saying? So y'all like and subscribe and comment and get these views up and go subscribe to the Patreon so I can pay the man so we can get this shit legitimized for real. I know I say it every time, but fuck it. God damn this damn ambulance.
It's going for a while. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm a little scared, man. I'm drinking these tall boys. I don't know how to pace myself.
I do that every now. Like those Jack Daniels that I had, like I was drinking maybe one every 30 seconds. I was slamming them. And David was like, bro, you gotta slow down. I was all like, it just tasted like juice, and that was the best part about it. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I don't recommend getting them because they're dangerous. and I can't pin on like if that's what made me throw up because how sweet they were.
No, I think so, probably.
Or like that mixed drink. The mixed drink was like a raspberry vodka with like just regular old Sprite. I had too much sugar that night and too much to drink. Don't do it.
I'll hang with the big dogs, man. I'll drink all fucking day. I'll drink with beer. Let me specify that beer. I'll drink anybody with beer, but when I get liquor in me, I'm weak. It's just I throw up. I act stupid. I get hangover. I don't get hangover from beer. I get from liquor. So it's like I stay away from it. I'll drink it. I had it that Saturday, so that's probably what fucked me up even more than I think.
I would say, like, for me, when it comes to liquor, like, I'm not too bad at it, but like, it just hits me different. It really does. Like with beers, I have an idea.
Everybody different, man.
Yeah, that's true. Like with beers, I have an idea of like how many I need to get to where I want to go, and then how much I can take after that to like be on that borderline of like I'm about as drunk as I can be. But if I drink anymore, I'm gonna throw up. So that's with beer. But when I add in like wine and like liquors,
oh shit!
I know how much I could do with liquor. Like if I'm just drinking straight liquor, I know how much I could do. But like if I'm mixing it with everything else, I start losing track, and that's what makes it like the bad part is like not understanding how much I've consumed.
Yeah,
when I start mixing.
I have no. Like I know how many beers I need to like be just buzzed. I don't know anything about liquor. I love it, but man, it hurts to drink that shit. I sound like a bitch, but oh well, fuck it. Don't do it, kids. If you're listening, just stay away from beer.
Drink water. I'm not lying. Drink water right here, like
there you go.
All day, every day.
Dude, I used to have a red one like that. I don't know what happened to it.
Dude, shout out to Nalgene. Please sponsor me. I don't know. Get my links.
Yeah, I'll put it in the bio.
I've been drinking out of a Nalgene bottle for about 5 years now, and I don't regret it at all. I think they're the best decision I've ever made to like store water. No offense to anybody that drinks out of like water bottles, like the plastic ones that you get out of the packages and stuff like that. Like no offense, but like find a way to like stop the waste in water bottles. Like get you something that you can drink water out of every day. I know some people complain about like their tap water is trash or something like that, but like when you invest in certain things, after a while you'll start to like be a little bit more happier about it because you're like, oh, like I find myself drinking more water than I used to 5 years ago because I got a water bottle. And like the reason I got it was everybody had one.
Yeah, I remember that was a big thing. Man.
So like about as much as water as I drink a day is like good for me. It's not bad either. You know what I mean? Like I keep track of it. I drink a lot of water. I'm probably hydrated as fuck. So whenever I drink, I don't get scared that I'm gonna be super dehydrated because I already know that I drink a lot of water. Then right after me being drunk, I'm gonna start drinking more water again, like instantly. So, like, I'm never scared of being, like, super dehydrated.
Yeah, those are pretty cheap, too, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember how much they cost.
I would say, this whole little setup, this Caribbean right here, got it from the Mountain Inn, I think is the name of the place, Mountain Inn. Or whatever, it's like the hiking place down 50th.
Oh, Mountain Hideaway.
Yeah, Mountain Hideaway.
Love them.
I got both of these there, and the total came out to about, like, $20-something.
There you go.
And the reason why is because like with the Caribbean, you can clip it to your pants or backpack or whatever. Easy travel. Water bottle's about $15.
Show the butt cheeks on. Let you see that?
Yeah. Oh, let me see here.
I like the kitty, but the butt cheeks are pretty funny.
Yeah, it says drink up right under there. It's got the Mother Texas sticker right here. This is our band sticker. I actually kind of made this sticker.
Really?
Yeah, I was the guy that designed the logo for it. One day me and Joe were like I said, this was like back in like maybe November, around about this time last year. And I was just bored at my house, and I told Joe, I was like, I'm gonna make a sticker that we can use, and blah blah blah, or like a t-shirt design, because we had like the regular old Kalico print t-shirts, but they were tie-dyed or just like white shirts. And we thought about getting black t-shirts and then putting like, kind of like a white dye on there or bleach them. And I wanted to do a bleach to where like I would spray Kalico on the shirt and it would be like the cat face right here.
Well, okay.
So like I got cooking in my house, bro. I was like making stencils, and I have a little bit of experience with making stencils because like I've had the idea to do that one year in my life. So like I went at it again, and I took it to Joe, and he was actually like super surprised on how nice it looked. So then we got real fancy with it. We even went to FedEx and like printed it out and got like, like some thick cardstock and then like taped over it. I X-Acto blade over it, and the first thing that was made with that giant like stencil was a bleach on one of my t-shirts, and I got a picture on my Instagram. I don't know, I'll probably show you.
Let's see it.
Bring it up real quick.
Put it on the. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a way to mirror the TV yet.
But so hold on, let me just go to my photos because it's taking too long.
There's that bird that I was trying to get out. My bad.
But
child.
Yeah, so after making that little stencil, like we were actually like, this is actually pretty good. I can't wait to like use this. And then like we never got the shirts. But I'm for sure that stencil's somewhere over there, wherever it's hiding. Let's see if I can find this picture again.
Yeah, so go give them a listen, Kalico. Where can we find them?
You can find us on Spotify at Kalico. That's with a K, so it's gonna be like Kalico. And our picture is the band with the three dudes looking super weird. That's our picture, and we're looking forward to. Here goes the picture.
Oh shit, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, so like we made it into a sticker after that. So we're like. The stencil that we created,
that's pretty cool.
Like I showed him the rough draft, and the stencil that I created, we put it into his computer and we made another one exactly like it. And then since it was on his computer, we can then do stickers because he has like a vinyl cutting machine, and also you can use that to like make cutouts to then put over. Like he has a t-shirt press to where you can make t-shirts and stuff. This guy's like super ready for anything, to be honest. When it came to like merch, like when I first met him, he was ready for anything. So it's pretty wild.
Are those vinyl cutting machines? Are those pretty good?
I would say the one that he has, I don't know how much he paid for it, but like it's a legit thing. Like,
I kind of want one.
Like you can like,
I don't know if I should invest in
everything. The only thing that I know that's kind of weird about it is, I wouldn't say weird, but what I know is like it's solid color vinyl. So like, white, black, green, it's going to be solid color versus like, unless you were to get a sheet of your type of stickers and then you cut them out yourself on there because you have the dimensions type. I'm not an expert at it. It's not my fault. I play an instrument. That's all I know. Video games. I play a lot of video games.
Yeah, he's the drummer. For those of y'all don't know yet, if you haven't caught on to that. How long have you been playing drums? I don't think I asked you last time, but fuck it.
Let me see here. Around 7 years. Playing the drum set about 7 years. Like percussion wise, I was a percussionist back in middle school. This was like the first thing I kind of started. And like my older brother, he played the drums, and I kind of wanted to like follow after him. So.
Sorry. That's Panda Express right there. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you. Because
Panda Express.
I love Panda Express. But what would you say is what makes, if you were to like pick a thing that makes a good drummer, what is it? What is like one thing every good drummer needs, or every person who wants to be a drummer? What is the one thing they should like focus on first or master first?
Okay, so speaking for myself, I'm not the best drummer. I know that, and I'm good at it for what I can do, but I know I can improve myself. And what I can tell anybody that wants to be a drummer or is already a drummer is practice. Like that is legit the only thing that I can tell someone repetition. Is like, if you practice, you're going to get better. Back when I first started, I couldn't keep a beat longer than 10 seconds. It was bad. But now I could play through a whole song and maybe mess up once. But like, I'm so good at hiding it, people don't know. Unless you're another drummer, then you know. Like, I ain't gonna lie. If you're another drummer, you know when another drummer messes up because that's what you're really listening for is like, oh, let me hear how this guy plays. But it's like for anything, like people are like, I want to be good at art. Well, you gotta practice that.
Practice.
That's really what it is. It's just you gotta keep on going at it until you get better. And after a while, you'll look back and be like, wow, I used to be this bad, but now I can do this and this. And then you never know what you can do with it. That's what I'm saying. You could start a band as a drummer. Like no one says a guitarist and a singer have to start a band. The drummer can start a band.
I feel like that was the one that they like. That's it right there. Once you get that, then you're a band. You know?
To be honest, like finding a good drummer is hard. Yeah. Like it really is. And then like everybody, not everybody, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of people that play guitars and a lot of people that sing and also play the guitar, and a lot of people that can play the bass. But the amount of drummers that you meet, let alone the amount of people that you talk to that play the drums, is scarce. Like you don't go up to someone and like, hey, do you play an instrument? And I'm like, oh yeah, I play the guitar. You don't hear him say I play the drums. You know what I mean? Like you probably know quite a few people that play the guitar, but like not that many that play the drums.
You and another guy, only guys I know that play drums.
Yeah, is it Jonathan?
Yeah, Joe the Canadian.
Yeah, cool guy. I love his Volvos. Just boxy.
That son of a bitch was talking shit about my Volkswagen, so fuck Volvos. Nah, I don't. He's like, he's into all that, man. I wish I could like, whenever we talk, because he's so fucking passionate about that fucking car and all that. You know what I mean? I wish I could like at least know a little bit to keep, but I don't.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a Volvo too. He's the guy that inspired me to buy one.
Really? Yeah. And one like that?
Yeah, mine's a 96 if I'm correct.
Oh, okay.
96.
I wish I knew what he had. I tell you.
His is, I think if I'm correct, his are more geared towards like the 80s because they're more boxier and the lights are different. Mine's still boxy, but it's a little more rounded off, and it's super nice. But being jobless and no cash flow sucks. You can't fix a car without any money, so. Yeah. It's so close. Like I bought some coil packs and all that stuff, new distributor cap for the car. It starts up and everything, but it needs a new radiator and a new thermostat, and then it's good to go. And it sucks. It sucks because how close I am to fixing it, but like.
So you're not driving that right now?
No, I'm driving another car. But I want to make that my daily driver. Like it's got a turbo and everything.
I think he has two of them.
Yeah, he does.
A white one and a black one.
But yeah, it sucks that I know how close it is to being like drivable, but how far away I am from fixing it. It sucks.
Because Joe, he has a fucking van, didn't he?
Yeah, he's actually trying to sell that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a Prius now.
Oh,
from gas guzzling to Portland, gas saving. You know what I mean?
He went full Portland, didn't he?
Yeah. To be honest, like it makes traveling easier though.
Yeah,
it's about $80 to get down here. Like that's wild compared to if he was in the van, bro, that's like
it makes so much sense to fucking do that. But it would be cool to like fix up a van. I always say that, like a van life and just travel across the country.
It would be nice. Like I would say, because Joe, he does Postmates and he says he makes a good amount of money. And like now that I think about it, I'm like, yo, you can really like live in a van and do Postmates to just travel around the country and then just like, live somewhere for like a couple days and then just go drive off and live someplace else. I think that'd be pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I didn't even think about that. How that makes it. I don't know what loopholes you'd have to go through, but yeah, you didn't even have a permanent spot and just go here and there.
That's true. Like, as long as. I don't know, bro. Like, I don't travel that much, but as long as you got a car and you could sleep in it, like, shoot.
I just want to try it. I want to try that, living in a car. Because I've fallen down that rabbit hole watching people, and some people go all out about living in a van, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, it's whatever, but that'd be pretty fun. It's also, like you just said, it's also, I think it's whether you are a guy or a girl, it's pretty handy to know how to fix a fucking car.
That is very true, I mean? Man. Like, if you don't know how to do that, then that's just going to be another problem.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's kind of like same way like knowing how to change a tire or not. Like if you're on the side of the highway and you don't know what you're doing, you're putting yourself in danger because like you're not like, I don't know what I'm doing. But if you know how to,
and I hate to say it, if you're a fucking girl, you're even like 100 times more in danger. Than
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It really sucks. I suggest like any viewers, if you don't know how to change a tire, learn how to change a tire. Like that's like almost like one of those like basic survival things. It's like if you don't know how to change a tire, you're dying like sometime soon. I don't know.
Yeah, the price you may never need it, but when you do, you'll fucking need it.
That's true. You think about that, like that's so true. Like some people are like, I'll never need this, and like you may be 56 years old driving down the street and have like your 4 tires blow out. Have a 4-tire blowout and not know how to do anything.
Do you think? So we're the same age. Do you think whenever we're that old, that we'll still be driving gas cars? At that point, that's about 25, 30 years from now.
I'm not gonna lie. I would like to own an electric car. Preferably a Tesla.
Oh, I fucking want a Tesla.
Here goes a sad thing. They're changing the look of the Cybertruck to something else.
Oh, that little. Oh man.
I really liked how boxy. I'm a sap for boxiness.
Okay.
But
okay.
I would own a gas car because it's like kind of like how our parents sometimes get like cars. Old cars. Like,
those are badass cars.
Yeah. So like, it's like the idea of that. Like, it's gonna always be that. Like, some car to us as an individual is gonna be considered a classic. To like, this is my dream car back when I was young. I can finally own it because I got adult money. So like, I probably am gonna own an electric car, but I'm probably also gonna own a gas car that I probably wanted back when I was about this age, and I don't know if they're going to allow gas cars in the future. That's what I guess kind of what I was wondering. What you thought. Do you think there would be... The emissions law might change. It depends on like our presidents. But as of right now, I know that like I believe in global warming. Stuff is getting kind of crazy. We do have to do something about it. But I was corrected. This person was like, it's global climate change. Which makes... Yeah, that whole rhetoric makes sense. What's his name? Al Gore. Things are warming up, but also it's getting colder and whatever. But the world is. I was just wondering if you thought like, is there gonna? Because it just doesn't make sense. Like, okay, so my standpoint on it is like there is a scale that is rising, and it's not supposed to be rising at that rate. No. I mean, do you think there will be some sort of? Do you think by that time we'll have found a resource that just is clean and it's like superior to gasoline? Everything. Like, or we'll be dead because that's how I see it. Oh, okay. Either you're going to fucking kill this planet or we're going to find this resource, whatever it is, that's just purely like sends us to Mars. I really feel like solar energy is probably the next big step to what we have. It makes sense. And like, already having electric cars is a big thing, but imagine having it to where like there's like some type of solar network that can allow those cars to charge in a mannerably time or something like that. Like there's always some guy out there trying to push the idea of what can be the next big thing. And I really feel like there's already people working on this type of equipment and like stuff like that. Yeah, because this guy, I don't remember who it was, but he made that point. Like, there's a guy who's being born in our lifetime that's gonna, because when he put it, like, there's this guy who wants to be a fucking trillionaire, and the way to do it is find a resource that you can sell to people that's like the best resource ever. You know what I mean? That you can use cleanly, say, whatever. That's like the crazy thing though. Like, we know a lot about our planet, except for the ocean. Like we know more about outer space than our ocean. The ocean is terrifying. Yeah, man. There could be anything down there, like legit, like anything. But anyways, like back on subject before I get off subject. Like, in order to the resource that needs to be better refined, and because we already have it, would be solar energy. Now I have seen like some things about like people using like salt water for engines and the FBI and all conspiracies, guys, watch out. But like, like using like salt water to like power engines, or like
that's a lot of that.
Like an air compressed car engine that just only uses air and electricity. Like there's so many ways to solve a problem, but it's implementing that into the industry, and that's what's a big problem as of right now. Not a lot of people have electric cars because they're slightly expensive. Also, everybody drives a gas car. Everybody wants the new car of the year. Yeah, and everybody's driving a Tesla.
You're in fucking Texas, man. Everything's gas.
That's what I'm saying. And there's so many trucks on this. Now, speaking about like gas and trucks, I actually hate when trucks like roll coal. Like, I think it's cool looking, yes.
Well, they do that on fucking, they're assholes, those guys.
Yeah, but the thing is like, do you realize how much like junk you're just putting out?
Fuck. Yeah, you're right, but fuck, you realize how much you're fucking breathing in. You're breathing all that shit.
Yeah, I got my AC on in the car too. Fucking, I'm driving through that cloud like
everybody's breathing around it, dude.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
like, it's bad for the environment, okay, but like everybody around that you see it, it's like, man, dog, if I gotta breathe that shit in, fuck you.
Like, just stop rolling coal. Like yeah, it's kind of cool, but like you're just being a dick. Like it really is. And I guess to go back onto what I was saying, electricity is like the next big thing. Solar panels.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
They're kind of like similar to what we're doing, but like I feel like implementing like a solar type panel on a car.
That's what I was gonna say. All those like van life guys I follow, like they get their power from solar panels.
Joe had solar panels on his van.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And like he had a battery in his car that kept up.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. Like whenever I like first like saw it, I was like, "What the heck? Like I ain't never seen anything like this."
I think you fucking buy it on Amazon. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a way to live.
Yeah, I mean, he did it for quite a while, so you can't hate on it. Like it works. People do it. I think. Forgive me if this is the wrong name. Wee-Man, like the midget guy.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, he does.
He's got like a Mercedes van.
Him and Steve-O both.
Yeah, really, Steve-O has one too.
Steve-O was I think first, and then Wee-Man.
Yeah, and like I watched a video on that, and like.
Well, Steve-O does a podcast out of his actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And like the thing is like famous people living in a van. Like what are they doing? They're traveling. That's it. Like that. I think that's way better to like travel and just meet different people versus. Like just getting comfortable in one spot, to a certain extent, of course. Like can't be all like, oh, I hate my family. I gotta get out of here. No, but like no joke though. Like I feel like traveling would be a lot. Like if I was a millionaire, I would not really own a huge house. I would probably own like a small house,
really? And
then just travel the world. Like I'd live in like certain spots of the world for like 4 months. To like learn a language and then like move to the next.
Oh, you're talking about the world.
Yeah, like I wouldn't really have like a home base. I would love to just travel.
Nah, see, I want money like that where I can have a home base. I don't really want a big house, but I want land. But I also want a house here, Colorado, state. I don't really want like.
That'd be sick if you were like so rich to have a house in every state.
I don't even know if you could like. I don't know about like every state, but like.
But could you do that? Is that like legal? Is that illegal? I don't even know.
McDonald's does it. I don't know. Those motherfuckers own land everywhere, so that's where they make all their money. I don't see. There's no rule. The fucking Jeff Bezos, man, that motherfucker has too much money to fucking count. So he probably owns everything everywhere.
They were talking about like how much money a person actually needs to like survive, and how much money like millionaires have, and how they can't spend that amount in a lifetime.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Have you ever seen those videos where they compare, like this guy did it with a grain of rice? Like $1, 1 grain of rice, $100, and then $1 million was like from 1 to 10 to 100 to 1,000 to 10,000 was like, it kind of like was very even. Yeah. But then he went from $1 million to $1 billion. And
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I think I saw like an example kind of like that when they were talking about Jeff, and they're all like, this guy has like $1 billion some dollars, and like he doesn't even spend that much.
Yeah, you can't really, right?
Yeah, and like think about like if you won the lottery, like you'd be spending stuff left and right, right?
What was the first thing you would buy?
The first thing I would buy? Dang. That's a good... Okay. You just made me think of this, but I would probably buy a ticket to Japan.
Ooh, I want to go there.
And then while in Japan, I would find me either a R32 and R34. Those are cars for you guys that don't know what those are.
Okay.
Those are Nissans. They're very sexy cars. I'd buy a 2JZ, and then I would probably live there for a while and drift and stuff. And I'd probably get me a S14 and an S13.
Dude, fucking Jonathan has this like sweet ass like setup he built. It's like a simulator.
Oh, really?
It like moves. It's like has a stick, and he was driving in like actual places in Japan. It was the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen.
Invite me over.
So he's like,
bro.
yeah, you should go. He had like a TV like this. He's sitting in this chair. He's like, you want to see these? These are actual places in Japan you can race. Look at this, and it was crazy. I guess they take that shit. They like that shit over there, like those cars and all.
Yeah. So I'd give me some fancy cars that I like, and let alone like as a millionaire, like these cars are really not that expensive. They're probably well, even like. You could probably get them probably about like 15,000.
Oh shit!
20,000 in like good condition. So like they're reachable goals as like a young adult, but like as a millionaire, that's chump change.
Yeah, you buy it, just throw it away, huh?
Yeah, well, not really. To be honest, like I may own like one like expensive dream car, which would be a McLaren MP4 12C.
I wish I had a dream car. I don't really.
That's the only expensive car that I would like. Yeah. Like anything else, like I would rather fix up like an old school beater. Like, I
guess I would just want to fucking. Well, I want an old school Bronco. I like those.
Oh yeah, like the OJ type Broncos.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, like
those are pretty bad.
He made those things famous. Like those wouldn't be put on the map unless he was driving down the highway.
Bronco would be nice. Tesla would be nice.
Yeah, I also agree with the Broncos. Like those are solid cars.
Even the newer ones are pretty nice. The new ones coming out.
I haven't seen them.
I think so. My cousin, he works at a car dealership. I think next month, December, you can pre-order them.
Oh,
in Lubbock.
Okay,
they're coming out next year. They have modern look, I guess, if you will, from a guy who doesn't know nothing about cars. But yeah, they look badass. I think the newer ones, like 2022 Bronco looks 21 Bronco looks badass.
God, I was thinking of something. What was I thinking of? It was about the Broncos.
Well, save it because I gotta go pee.
Okay,
so we'll go right back.
We'll be right back.
But do you remember what you were talking about?
We finished off with the Broncos.
Yeah, you had something to say about it.
I couldn't remember, but yeah, I would probably own one of those. Oh yeah. Back to like being a millionaire and like owning a bunch of like expensive cars and stuff. I was thinking about Tyler the Creator and how like he has like some like low tier like cars that are like souped up to look really nice.
Oh.
And it's like a third of the cost of like some expensive like fast like
He likes McLarens too, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing though, is like you could spend less money getting a car that you've always wanted and like making it exactly how you envision it for like a third of the cost of like some like $400,000 car. You can probably spend like $50,000 on like souping it up and making it to where you can drive it wherever you want, new engine, all that stuff. Yeah. For like $50,000, and like you won't even be mad with that. You'd just probably be more happy with that car that can probably hit 120 versus like some other car that can probably get you killed driving too fast down the street. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to those people.
Have you gone that fast in a car?
I've gone about 120. Yeah.
All right, my car only let me go 107.
Dang.
Or else I would have kept going.
Actually, now that I may have gone faster than 120. My brother, he has a 2020.
Were you driving it?
No, I was in the passenger seat. No, I would. My cars can't go that fast. They'll probably go like the fastest I've been was like maybe 80, 85.
I really do think like 107 is the legal limit because that's what I had an Impala. It was 107 in my Volkswagen. It's 107. The Governor or whatever they call it.
Oh yeah.
It won't let you go. You could take it out, I guess, but
extra get that juice.
Wow, I'm kind of glad because once you go like past 100, it's like every 1 mile per hour counts. You know what I'm saying? Like you're locked in.
I've been about 110 on a Ninja with my older brother back when I was in middle school. Yeah. he was driving me home, and it was about like 30 degrees, 40 degrees outside. And I had a helmet on and like just my regular old school jacket. And he was like, get down, like lean in. I was like, okay. And like we juiced it down I live on a country road. So we like juiced it and we went 110. And like, now imagine the weather, 40 degrees outside. It's pretty cold. Now think about the wind chill.
Ooh,
it hurt. Bro, it was frostbite. I'm telling you, it was cold. But super cool experience. Like not a lot of people know this, but I'm the youngest of 6 total boys.
Okay.
So like there's 6 of us that my mom had by the same guy. Pretty cool.
Yeah. You don't hear much of that anymore.
So yeah, being the youngest is kind of cool. Like each brother has their own like little tropes and things that you get to learn about them. And also like they treat you different than the other one. And like it's kind of cool. Like everyone's like individually different.
How old's your oldest brother?
The oldest one's 32, I think. Oh, okay. He's probably gonna be 33 this December.
They all where do they spread out? Do they live here or what?
All of them live here. Well, kinda like, we got one that goes to college in Canyon, Texas.
So it's cool over there, man. I've heard a lot.
Yeah, West Texas A&M is pretty cool. And then we got 2 that go to Texas Tech. I'm not in college. I'm broke, like I was saying last time. I'm not in college. And then we have another one that's not in college. And then the other one's married and he just works. So that's all of us.
6 of you or 7?
6.
So. Yeah. Are y'all close? Y'all still, yeah.
I would say we're pretty close. Like we can easily like the amount of closeness we have, we can get into an argument and like maybe 30 minutes later we won't even hate each other. So like that was like one thing that we learned as like little kids. Our dad was like, I don't want you guys like hating each other for like holding grudges or anything like that. And he was like, if it happened during that day and we come to the dinner table, he's like, I don't want nobody mad at the dinner table. He's like, You're dropping that. And I would say like if I ever become a father, I'm definitely going to use that.
That seems like a great thing to teach kids.
Yeah. Like
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm not going to lie. Like,
or even like adults.
It's pretty wild how like much people hold grudges. And like, I let shit go so fast because I'm like, you know what? Like, it's like thinking this, like, why would I spend my day being mad when I could try to find something else to look forward to? And like a lot of my friends didn't really understand that. They were like, why aren't you like mad or blah, blah, blah. There's only a few times where like they can see it in my face to where I'm like exponentially sad. Like I look horrible and it's pretty bad. Like I can't hide my sadness sometimes. And they're like, dude, are you okay? I'm like, no. I tell them straight, I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like I'm having a pretty horrible day. And then like, I'll talk to them about it. But like when it comes to like grudges, like the whole family doesn't hold grudges at all. It's pretty weird.
I don't think that's weird, man. I think that's good. We all
in a good way.
Yeah, we all need to
learn something.
I think we all should have learned that. Fuck, man, that'd be a good thing. A lot of people, it's just a waste. It's a waste.
It is. Oh, speaking on that, like my grandma and her sister held a grudge until like her sister died.
See,
and this is the fucked up thing right here. You'd ask them like, "What are y'all mad about?" I don't know. I just know she did something that got me mad back when I was in my 20s. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
it makes no sense. Like,
you don't want to.
You're wasting time when you can be like hanging out with them or something like that, or like doing something better instead of just being mad and like it just doesn't make any sense.
Hate will age you, it'll kill you, it'll fucking just make you look ugly.
Sour, man.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm back to swing. I'm gonna swing back what you said. I've never been out of this country, but other than Mexico, which is pretty easy to go to,
I've never. I want to go to.
Oh no, I've never been there either. But I'm saying that if I was gonna go out of this country, Mexico would be an easy choice. But I want to go to Japan, man. That fucking place looks badass.
Yeah, man.
I'm so fascinated with Japanese culture.
Yeah, a lot of people are all like, "Oh, you're just weird. You just want to go there." I'm like, to be honest, like I like the food, and the culture is just another additive, and like it's one of the most like bizarre cultures out there. Like they got like robot fighting cafes that you can go to and like watch robots fight. You can't find that in America. Like
cool.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
or like go get some. They have really expensive fruit over there. Like over in Japan, fruit are considered a gift.
Okay.
So like, you can get some real expensive fruit, and like the thing is like it's not expensive because it's just a fruit, but it's been honed to that specific type. So when you get an orange, you're like, I hope this is kind of like a sweet orange, but it's like super sour and tangy, and you get kind of sad, like, dang man, I really was looking forward to that orange. Over there, they got it down to the T to where like they're like, this orange is sweet.
Oh, okay.
So like it's like that type of shit to where like they got like these peaches that are like $70. But it's like, the size of like one of those little throwable footballs that the kids have.
Over there.
And like, it's expensive, but you're going to get what you pay for type situation. And that's what I like about it. Like that whole culture is just like, it's quality over quantity. Yeah. And that's what I really like about it is like, they have really like high quality type stuff there. That's why Honda engines are so good. Like Honda engines don't go out.
There you have it. No, yeah, well, me and my stepdad, we were talking about that today because my sister, she's watching My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
She just got into that. And I told him, I was like, hey, I mean, just like with anything, I'm like, that's a slippery slope because you can fall. And she's 12, so I mean, like.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, like, you kind of got to monitor what she's watching on this anime shit because there's some very adult shit.
This is true.
And I told him, and I mean no disrespect. What I'm about to say is like this kind of Japanese cultures. Those guys are kind of perverted in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there are a lot of.
And then what he said was like, yeah, because they're a very male dominated culture.
Yeah,
and
they are.
Like,
they really
there's
are.
like he was like, do you go over there and there's fucking girls' panties in a vending machine. That's
I hate how I know that. Don't ask me.
He knew that, and he brought that up, and I was like thinking like. That's just the truth. And I was thinking like, but I told him, I was like, yeah, but there's other shit. Like I've watched a lot of videos where like you can get like a whole ass 5-star meal in a vending machine. You can get beer in a vending machine. Ice cream tastes like, but I'm so fascinated with their fucking, what they do. And I really I want some Japanese steel. I want a fucking katana from over there.
Me too, bro. No joke. Those things are so fucking expensive. Like if I was also a millionaire, I would not just buy one, but I would ask him if I can watch him make it. And not to be like intrusive, but like I've seen a lot of YouTube videos of like forging and stuff like that. And I've also watched a few about like Japanese like katana forging.
I've watched them from like organically do it.
Yeah, like from just the fucking like just the clocks.
Like that ore and shit.
Yeah, like I would love them. Like I'm like, I just want to watch you make it, not because I'm making sure you're doing it right, but I want to respect your craft that you do.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's super sick, man. And like those dudes, like even down to like the polishing of the sword is like, it's just so sacred. And like, I'm not going to be the guy when I get the sword, I'm going to go run around and start slicing stuff with. No, that's a piece of art. That really is a piece of art.
That's what I'm saying.
Hanging in like an office or something and just.
I want one of those, but I also want one that's like 400 years old.
Oh, not even, bro. There's some that can get dated way back. And
if I could find it and buy a samurai armor, I want it so bad.
Bro, now here's something.
I'm so fascinated with it. Just the way it looks.
I'm so happy we're talking about this because, like, I'm kind of a fan of Japanese.
Look at he's wearing.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Like, this isn't a coincidence. But, so, like, Edo period art and, like, just like the art style of Japan way back in the day, they actually sell a lot of that stuff for reasonable prices because how much there is, but there are different periods of it. So like you can get some from the Edo period, which is what everybody knows, but it's more expensive from that period versus like some that can be like maybe like 100 or 50 or 60, 70 years prior or, after that. And sometimes it can run you about like $200 to get you like a small little thing like this big, or you can get one for like, like about 1,500 that's kind of a decent size. And I've always thought about, like, whenever I get my own house or my own place, I'm probably going to drop some, like, big bucks on, like, getting some authentic Japanese art from, like, back in the day.
It's cool.
And then, like, that's why I don't own a katana. Like, I don't want to buy a cheap one. I want to get, like, a real deal. Like,
me too.
Like, I want something that's, like, yeah, this is actually, like, legit. I don't want something, like,
Yeah, I'm
Hasbro.
I would very much want one. I would even want to help in the process of making one from a master.
Oh, yeah.
But I also want one that's like as shitty as it sounds, like an ancestral sword would be really cool to own.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it is an ancestral sword. Like, have you ever like I know like a lot of, I just seen a lot of videos of like all these guys who died from World War II because they were gifted it or they took it.
Yeah.
That was their spoils of war. That's just the way it is. And a lot of them were like sending it back, finding the families and like sending it to Japanese or Germans too.
That took it back to his family, and I think that like the husband died or something like that, and he was there with like the wife and kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were like honoring it because it was like a big deal. He's like, I'm sorry for taking it from the country. I think it also had like the flag or something, or it was a flag. I think it may have been the flag, but like he took back like what went down in World War II, and like he was like, this is my bad. Like I realized what was going on, and you know I've always wanted to give this back to the people, and like. They made a huge deal out of it. Nothing's wrong with making a huge deal out of it. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, war is crazy.
It's just war.
Yeah, it really. It's like it's.
What I heard it was like, it's not sad, it's not good, it's not bad. It's just is. It's war.
Yeah, like like both people are fighting for the same thing. Yeah, and that's like the crazy. Like if you're on the bad guy's side, who's the bad guy? The people you're fighting. If you're on the good guy's side, who's the bad guy? The people you're fighting.
The Japanese were cruel, but so were we.
Oh yeah,
it's just the way it is.
Like us dropping those bombs, golly.
Did you ever hear? You know when, dude? I remember. I don't remember what I was watching, but it's crazy how censored like history you hear in school and shit. Because like, I heard the story about these Americans were like sending FDR, the president at the time during World War II. They were sending him back ears, skin, like.
I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest.
Of killed soldiers. They were sending these gifts to the president. Like, look what we did. We killed this guy, and we send their fucking skull back.
Yeah,
to the president of the United States.
If you think about like what Hitler was doing, like he was pretty whack, right? But imagine like us Americans going over there. Like, of course we were mad, so we were killing those people, and of course we were doing stuff we shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? Like we were probably doing some crazy ass shit. And I've always been fascinated with war though, like just like the history part of it. Like I have uncles that were in Vietnam.
Really?
And like
I like listening to those guys.
Yeah, they're my dad's uncles, and like one of them died from mustard gas.
No shit.
Yeah, like a couple years ago, he died from mustard gas.
Oh, okay.
And like that's pretty crazy. Like that's like the truth of what war can do. Like you know, he fought in the war when he was about my age, like 16, 20-ish. And like, you know, 40 years later, he dies from mustard gas. Like, that's wild. And all of my dad's uncles came back from Vietnam. Like they were in war. They killed people. They all came back. And like, they were pretty much like the town hero. Like, they're all like, oh, like, you know, yeah, good job, guys. Like, thanks for coming back. But like those guys that were sent over there, like a lot of them that were fighting, they didn't feel like a hero. They were pretty much wondering why they're fighting. Just like the same way that like war. Yeah, that whole war was crazy. And not, you know, of course, like goes down with the hippies. Like hippies were all like, you know, this is not our war. Stop this stuff. And like even the soldiers that were getting sent over there kind of had like the same idea.
Yeah,
of, like,
I think like American history from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s is very fascinating because we were doing a lot. Of fucked up shit. It wasn't even that. It's just we knew we were doing fucked up shit. We were still doing it.
Oh yeah.
And then now we're paying for it now, but.
Yeah, I would say so. When it comes to like relationships with certain countries and stuff like that,
it's all from that.
It's just fucked up. They're all like, you remember that one? They're like, yeah, that was my great grandfather during that time. Like that's not me. But you know, you can't change that shit.
That's why I bring it up with my stepdad. I'm like, you hear all these Russian collusions and Chinese interfering with us, like dog, we were doing that in the 60s and the 70s, and we're probably still doing it.
Oh yeah.
You know, we're interfering with. All kind of foreign affairs.
That's the crazy thing about it. Is what we're doing. Like when it comes down to like hacking and stuff like that, and like spies, you can't trust nobody. Like not a single country. Like there's probably some Russian spy chilling in like the Pentagon that nobody knows is a Russian spy, and there's probably some American chilling in some Russian octagon. I don't know what they got over there. Yeah, they got some like, you know, some American guy chilling over there getting information, and like vice versa. Like every other country has their own thing. like, you know, same way with like North Korea. I'm pretty for sure they have like bugged things in America to where like they can easily get stuff, or they found somebody from a third country that learned how to hack and are using them to connect to other people.
Yeah, you hear that. That's what I'm saying, man. You hear that all the time. Like, they're hacking us. Like, yeah, they probably are. But what are we doing to them? You know?
Yeah,
we spend
we're doing the same thing back to them.
We spend a lot of money on war, brother. Ain't no telling what the fuck we're doing over there in these fucking foreign countries. You know what I mean?
You know what really like got me surprised was when Kim Jong-un, everybody thought he was gonna die, right?
Yeah.
You remember, like, you're like, oh, his heart surgery, he's in a coma, you know, what the... And some people say that he actually is dead, but they have like an hostage.
Oh, fuck.
Like, that's another conspiracy.
Why didn't he let his sister rule if he fucking died?
No, but like I said, like some people are saying like that he died and he's got some other guy that looks like him running the country.
It's so crazy because I'm not even lying to you guys. As you were saying that just a minute ago, I was looking up and they were watching because there's Joe Rogan.
Looking at us.
No, dude. They were just looking up how Melania Trump is an imposter. Like they have a fake Melania Trump. Right now it's on South Park, but right before you said that, there was like a video of is Melania Trump fake. I'm not even lying to you.
Yo, hear me out.
I'll rewind it to show you.
So our former president Trump.
Oh yeah, we have a new president.
Biden.
Biden is our president as we make this video.
Well, that's gonna be our next subject.
Okay.
Well, okay, but there's so much propaganda when it comes to like presidential debates and stuff like that. Like there's so much like false information that they feed people and so much stuff. And that's where you have to go down to like just actually doing the research on your own and not looking at sources that your friends show you, but like go do it on your own. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted Joe Biden to win. Like I really did. But long story short, like whenever I started seeing him win, I was like, this feels kind of wrong.
Really?
Yeah. Like the reason why I kind of am okay with Trump. Like, no offense to anybody. A president is a president, and we're gonna hate him no matter what. Like, there's no way. Like, I'm for sure.
Dude, that's what this guy said. He's like, you're not supposed to like the president. You don't have to.
All the people that voted for Biden that think he's gonna do everything that they want, I'm for sure he's gonna mess up, and you're gonna be mad at him. There's gonna be a good and a bad side to every president that we have. Same with Obama. Everybody's like, oh, he's so great, but he messed up. Like George Bush. I'm not gonna lie. George Bush is one of my favorite presidents, but that guy really messed. He even made up words during certain like speeches and stuff. Like you can't fake that. But anyways, they were talking about like how Melania Trump was talking about like how Trump is like he's not anti-gay and all this stuff, like all that craziness, and people like
he's really not. I mean, well, he hasn't never voiced it.
He actually has.
Has he?
Yeah, he has, and he's like really like spoken. He's like, I'm not for gay marriage, all this stuff, and I was all like, that's the type of stuff that people need to like. They need to know this. Like, maybe they don't know that he said that, but he could have said this back in like 2016 type situation. Like that's where it goes down to like you need to do the research for yourself.
Yeah, let me just say this because the media has very much distorted what Trump has actually said. Yeah. They've nitpicked clips here and there, so that's why I was fooled because I thought he never really voiced. He never really was. I imagine what if he was racist? Okay, he's fucking 70s. He grew up in a time when.
That's what I'm saying with Joe Biden too. I saw a video that said that Joe Biden is racist.
No, he probably is.
And like he's there now.
Bro, Kamala fucking Harris was fucking putting people in fucking jail. Come on.
This is the crazy thing about Joe Biden. He made like a jail bill, like a prison bill that got lower income people sent to jail for longer times.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said about Obama. Obama was pretty bad too.
That's what I'm saying. And like
these guys don't give a fuck.
You gotta do your research, guys. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like, let's say Bernie Sanders won. He probably has some tropes that nobody knows about, but that like
I don't know if they're as bad as everybody else's. Though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I'm not gonna lie. With Bernie Sanders, I wish he would have been president. I love that guy.
I think like my stepdad and me, we kind of both said it's like if he had ran for president, he would have won this presidency.
He should have dropped out.
He would have won this presidency easily. and he would have turned Texas blue.
It makes no sense. Oh, yo, is the baby okay?
The child fell.
But like, no joke though, like there was some guy running named Howie. Like, who the hell's Howie? Like,
he has no feet. I thought he had feet.
That's what they don't want you to know.
Yeah, you want to see that?
This is the truth. But like, yeah, like me and my friends were talking about, like, if Bernie was running, like, he would have easily, like, totally been a part of, like, the presidential election. And, like, he probably would have, if not won, he would have skewed a lot of the states that
he would have won by landslide, I believe. And I think he would have turned Texas blue. I will continue saying that.
I would say so, yeah.
Easily. Because it was already up. It was very closer than it should have been, if you will, historically. But if somebody fucking confident like that motherfucker who actually stands for shit and actually wants to do shit, he would have won Texas and he would have won the presidency, like, no doubt.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, it's not like the things that he says that he did, like, they got like document and like picture photo proof of him like at protests back when he was in the 70s, like at Black Lives
the civil rights movement.
Yeah, he was actually active in that stuff versus like all these other people that say that they agree with it and stuff. I'm not saying you have to be active in it, but at least some part has to be true. And when you just say you're for it, doesn't mean you're for it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we've seen a lot of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot. Like that's, and now this is my like concerns with Biden. Like, we've already had Trump for 4 years. What more can he do to ruin the U.S. and or make it better? There's always going to be a love and hate with each president. But if we would have had him as our president again, how much could he have done worse than what he's already done? Versus like Bernie. Bernie can. There's so many things that can go wrong with him. He can die, and like
Biden could die.
Yeah. Or he can just be a puppet. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we've all seen him like have those speeches, and we're just kind of like sitting there like, what is this guy talking about? Yeah. And let alone Trump kind of has his marbles, and we voted for a guy that doesn't have his marbles, and that's what I'm a little worried about. I think it
was explained best by Tim Dillon. Shout out to him. Comedian. He was like, you're gonna have an Obama 2.0 with Biden. Nothing's gonna get done. 4 years or 8 years. Nothing's really gonna get done.
Yeah, I would say because of the House.
And then like, some guy, some loudmouth,
people are gonna want to switch.
Trump-esque guy is gonna come and say, "Well, I'll get it done." Then we're gonna vote for Trump. He ain't gonna get shit done. Then we're gonna be like, "Oh, we need another Obama. Vote for him." It's just gonna be a cycle of Obama.
Vote Green Party, everybody. We gotta get the Green Party in here.
Oh, vote for Kanye West.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Man's. They had him on like a talk show, and they asked him like, "Did you vote this year?" And he was like, "No." And like, well, then you don't have any say in like the presidential election, and like it shut him up. I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, but there you go.
But the crazy thing is like, I'm a minority. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm a minority, and my parents actually like Trump.
A lot of minorities do, man.
That's the weird thing about it is like like I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of like the older minorities actually
they're very Trump conservative
compared to like Biden. Yeah. It's mostly the younger generation that wants to change, but do they know what's gonna happen with the change?
I will be very fucking honest with you. I think a lot. I'm not everybody, but I think a lot of people who've been very vocal about this presidential election and about this and that. Tomorrow they're not gonna give a fuck. I really don't think. I think they were just doing it for either. I get it. It's COVID. A lot of bad things happened during COVID. And I think they can blame it on that. But I just think a lot of people were just doing it for attention or because there's nothing going on right now. I don't think they really give a fuck.
Yeah,
I really don't. I don't feel like people were really in it. And this could be me. This could be me sounding stupid and wrong. And I'm sorry if I am, because I'm a little drunk. Oops. But look, Biden, Trump, whoever, I say it. Fuck them. We live in Lubbock. Let's change Lubbock.
He's got a point.
Let's
you can't change your whole state, but you could change your city that you live in.
Our vote is not going to change the fucking world. Okay?
Yeah.
But let's change Lubbock. Let's change the South Plains. Let's change this part of Texas, and then change Texas. That's where it starts.
Yeah.
Let's change Lubbock.
It's kind of like what you were saying, how like Texas almost was blue this year.
It's gonna be.
And I know over time it is gonna be blue, unless being dumb and young is gonna then change us into realizing that like Democrat might not be the way to go and Republican is. Like you never know. Yeah. That's why like as young as a young individual, I like look at my parents like, why would they like want to vote Republican? Like it doesn't make sense. And then you never know, when I become their age, I'm probably gonna be the same guy. Like I remember when I was young and I thought that Democrat was the way to go.
I think that's how it is. But
Republican seems more stable. And you know, that's why like it's hard to choose a side when it comes to presidents. And that's why politics is so hard. Like they say, like the three things to talk about that are really hard is like politics, religion, and I forgot what the other one is like gender or sex or something like that.
Is that a new one? Because I've only heard politics and religion.
But like, yeah, you understand what I mean? Though, like it's such a touchy subject, and like the thing is just like maybe as a young adult we want to vote as Democrats and like have that freedom. But when we get older, we'll realize that like that freedom is not the best for what we want to do in our later years of life. And that's why it's like hard to choose a side. And that's like,
I don't want to choose a side. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I like this and I like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes like it is a side, but like I said, I'm very pushing that like, let's change Lubbock.
Imagine if we had two types of presidents, as in like we had a Republican and Democratic president, and like if they passed a bill, there has to be like a Republican and a Democrat viewpoint on the bill. That'd be crazy. Like think about that. Like let's say like about war, like the Republicans are all like, you know, send more troops out to Saudi Arabia, and then the Democratic Party would be like, if we do send out more troops, then we have to make sure we return this set amount of troops back from Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? Like that'd be interesting. And also it will open up like options for everybody to be happy and also like get what they want. I don't know.
I think we should decentralize the government. Let the states run themselves.
First one's here to talk about it. I'm pretty sure it's been talked about.
Let the states run themselves. I think. It's just too much.
Texas annex. Come on, bro.
Let's be back out of
I
don't know how much we would want that, but yeah.
Actually, me and my friends are talking about Texas like backing out and becoming its own country last night. And then he was all like, yo, like Mexico's going to be looking at us all funny. I don't think Mexico will attack us though.
I mean, it would seem cool, but like this is a very conservative red state, or it was. So, I mean, and those guys are trying to hold on as long as possible. Texas just needs to legalize weed. Come on. That's my only hiccup with this fucking
I don't
state.
smoke weed.
I don't either, really.
But I really do think Texas should legalize it because I was talking to a friend about that. Like, I don't understand why like some states have it legalized and others don't. That makes no sense. It should be a one and done.
Trump would have won the election if he said, "I'll legalize marijuana on a federal level." I think if he had said that, he would have won.
Oh yeah,
but his dumbass didn't do it.
And the thing is like, is that affecting him at all? Like, do you smoke weed, Trump? Like, I don't know. And that's the crazy thing about it.
He's on every other drug.
Oregon actually legalized all drugs. Decriminalized all drugs.
Pretty much all drugs.
And a small amount. And I was talking to Joe about that.
How do you feel about that?
I was saying about like how there should be a policy of if you have a certain one, then you should seek help type situation, but other ones should not be too bad, such as like weed, psilocybin type stuff, you know, like mushrooms. I don't think you should seek help. That's something else. But if you got like meth and heroin, then you should probably, instead of being taken to jail, you should probably like get put into a rehab or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like they want to. I've said it. It was said on the podcast, and I've said it. Like one of the darkest things we do as Americans, and I love this country. I love this country, and I'm thankful to be born in it every day. But one of the darkest things we do is put people in jail for money. You know, they go to jail for marijuana, and then we profit off it, right?
That's just
and so I get why you would decriminalize those things, and you don't want to overpopulate.
You know why they did that though, right?
I don't know, but my whole thing, I'm going to finish what I said and then I'll let you, is like, I've been around guys on coke. They're unpredictable. I've been, and you're very pretty well informed, like what opioids have done to this fucking country.
Yeah.
How can you trust a person? Like, yes, they need help. Yes, these guys need help. But like, to me, decriminalizing it just seems like you're making it easier to do. Psilocybin mushrooms and weed, those should be legal everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
But like coke and heroin, come on. And meth? Come on, man. I know too many people that have been ruined by that.
So
that's my whole thing. That's my thing. Like, I can't trust people on those drugs. And that's not their fault.
The thing is, like,
it's not their fault.
It's small amounts, and the reason why they did it is for the homeless people.
Yeah, okay.
It's mostly for the homeless people. And, of course, let's say you're not homeless and you get caught with a drug on you.
Well, the big guys don't have small amounts. And the big guys are the ones that need to.
Yeah. If you get caught with a big amount, then there's a reason why you should be going to jail. It's because you're either distributing it or you're the person that makes it.
And I'll be the first one to tell you, I think if you're caught with a big amount of marijuana and you got cash and guns, you're actually going to jail too because you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. That's the thing, like...
People get mad about that. I'm like, what are you doing with fucking money?
Yeah.
Hanging out and you got a pound of marijuana, dude. You're fucking stupid and you're drinking and driving.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
You deserve to go to jail if you're dumb enough to do that.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like hanging out, like I said, I don't hate it. I just don't do it that much.
No,
the thing is like, if you're hanging out with friends, you got a bag of weed.
Yeah, you shouldn't go to jail for that.
You shouldn't go to jail for that. You're trying to have a good time. You guys probably aren't trying to go nowhere.
Take the weed as a cop, take it, and just go about your day.
Now, my older brother actually got caught with weed before, and the cop did that. Like, he took his weed
my cop friend
and like...
said he's done that before.
And like, that's the thing is like, why not just confiscate it and like go on your way? Yeah. Compared to like that. And now, like when it comes to opioids, like how you were saying, I would say opioids are a lot different than...
Yeah, opioids and coke and meth, they're a lot different.
Yeah, it's a whole different playing field. And same way with like the people that sell it and seek it out is a different thing. It's like, so if you were to go to a weed dealer, you won't expect him to be super like, he ain't got guns at the casino and stuff like that.
I told my stepdad, you never met like a guy.
Yeah, he might have a pistol.
Even if a guy's pushing a pound here in Lubbock, he's not a dangerous guy.
Yeah, he's probably more relaxed than anybody else that is pushing a different type of drug. Yeah. If you're selling coke and you got a big amount, you're gonna need protection. I'm not lying.
You got to tie somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. You got to tie somewhere else. You're gonna know you need protection. You're sketch. Same way, like my older brother got to see like a meth lab blow up here in Lubbock, and that's a bad thing too. Like Lubbock has quite a few meth labs.
Oh,
like Lubbock's known for having like opioids.
Like Levelland's right here, 100% pure meth. They found that just last year, I think.
100%.
Like 100% pure. Like Eisenhower Breaking Bad meth was in Levelland. This is right down the street from us. It's a big deal,
That's fucking wild, and like. I'm not doing it, and you're not doing it. Like there's some demographic.
We'll talk about the drug problem after I'm done peeing, because that.
Live.
What's up?
You thought about doing like a YouTube live?
Yeah, I'm working on buying this little piece, and then you can control the each camera.
Oh man.
From your laptop. So when I get that piece, then we can do it.
There you go, man.
Are you technically inclined, like savvy with your shit, or what? Is that the word?
I'm not too bad at learning stuff.
Yeah. Because once I do that, or I just go to a live venue and do it, that'd be fun. Mm-hmm. I'm working on that too. So.
Put some guy behind there.
Yeah. Yeah. But once I get that piece, then I'll do a live one. I think it'll be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Might get in trouble. I'm talking too much craziness. But.
Back to what we were talking about, like opioids and stuff like that. Like it's just like, like shroom. It's just like psychedelic dealers. They're not like bad guys, but like opioid dealers, they're bad guys. Like they're selling to a specific crowd of like homeless or possibly like rich people.
It's just like I was saying, it's personal use. Like decriminalizing it is for like personal use, right? Like, you don't get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
It's just you can't trust a guy on coke. You can't trust a guy on heroin, and that's clearly a problem we have in America. It's the homeless problem and the people on drugs. And I see it and love it. I don't know how we should fix it. I want to do my part in help fixing it because it needs to be fixed. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it works out for Oregon. I hope it works out well. I really do.
Yeah, I hope so too. I remember, when was it? August was the first time I ever went to Colorado. And I've never seen so many homeless people in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, it was Denver, Colorado.
Oh, really?
Like, we went to go to Denver. Like, we were in, I can't remember. It was like an hour away from Denver, Colorado. Is where we were staying. But then we went to Denver, and it was the first time ever. I felt sad because, like, I've never seen so many homeless people out in the streets. There was like so many, like they were in, like, first off, Denver's the capital of Colorado, and they were by like the Capitol building or whatever. Like they were right outside that building. It was like during the Black Lives Matter protest, and like they had the building boarded up and everything, and it was like spray painted and everything. But like there was like at least like maybe like 300 homeless people that had like tents and stuff like that. Like, I have never seen, like, a homeless man just sleep on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like as if it's just, like, this is my spot. I'm going to go to sleep here. Like, we were driving and there were just, like, people, like, sleeping on sidewalks. It was kind of like, you know, heart-pulling situation. Like, I felt really sad. I was like, dang, like, you know, I'm lucky to be doing, like, you know, have the life that I have, but I was like, this is not just like a few people that I see, but like a whole community of people, and like it's wild how many there are.
Nah, that was just Denver. I know it's probably worse way in other cities.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I heard, like Joe was telling me, like Oregon's pretty bad, kind of like Colorado.
Yeah. We have a lot of problems we can fix. I think we can fix them. People gotta do their part, though. I think people need to do their part. Gotta work together. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm a little fucking drunk, so I don't want to say too much stupid shit. What I will say is this: I hope we can work out something where you come and sing right there. We'll try it out. You have your laptop. We'll get the TV going for the viewers.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Thanks for coming on, though. Thanks for coming over here.
Oh, no problem. I'm super happy.
Talking a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know what direction this was gonna go, but it was good.
It went everywhere. I think we hit a lot of bases.
We did. It was a lot. I don't even when I review and edit this video, I'll be, oh shit, talked about a lot of shit. But thank you again. You got anything to say? Any last words or anything? What's going on, man?
What's going on? Life. Don't let it get you down. You may be at the bottom of the barrel, but once it's empty, you can fill it back up. So I can say, like,
there you go.
Right now, life's pretty hard, but you don't quit. So keep it going.
Keep your head up.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for coming on again.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully you'll see some more on the Snake Pit. Thank you, guys. We'll see y'all next time.